Right guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation to the torn warped card trick. I saw this a few days ago. I'm not going to try and pronounce his channel, but I will leave a link in a pinned comment to his video. He showed this trick and it's like, oh my god, that looks amazing. I'm not going to lie, it is a pain in the ass to do, to build, but I think the outcome's worth it. I know my handle is not the greatest, I'm not into sort of sleight of hand, but I think this would fly past a Joe Blog spectator every day of the week. Right, you're going to want 2 cards matching. You are, just so this video isn't going to be like 3 hours long, I've prepared a few things. You are going to peel the face off a playing card. You are then going to peel the back off the same playing card down to the center point. Half of the card needs to be peeled, so you are left with like the cardboard layer in the middle. All decent playing cards are made of 3 layers, so you've got to split the face and the back. This is a ball ache. I said a while ago I bought some Chinese, made in Chinese Waddington cards. They peel really easy. Can I find any in my mess? No, I can't. So these are made in Austria, better quality. They still do peel easier than bicycle cards, but regardless, it's a pain in the arse. So you're going to peel that much of a card. You're then going to take your other card, you're going to fold it in half and literally rip it down the center, so you've got a piece like this. And once again, you're going to peel the back, the face, leaving the center bit down to the middle. Once you've peeled this particular card, this cardboard piece in the middle, you're going to get a pair of scissors and carefully cut it out. So you're just left with the paper layers, the back and the face of the card. We'll come to this bit in a minute. And you've got this. Basically what you're going to create is a card which on the back looks like this, and on the face it's a playing card. And on the back this card is literally going to unfold. So that's what it's going to look like on the back. So once you've peeled this and you've cut out the centerpiece, we can get rid of that. What you're going to do is stick this piece in here like this. So the card will fold over. Now if you've got any rubber cement, I think rubber cement will be much better outcome than glue stick. Glue stick is like a permanent fixed glue, whereas rubber cement has a bit of flexibility in it. Because when you're folding this round, this paper on this side is going to want to stretch a tiny bit, and it doesn't really work too well with a glue stick. So all you're going to do is stick that in there. So I'm going to stick that in. Now obviously the outcome of this card is going to look a bit scruffy because I am rushing for a video, but in reality, if you take your time, I'm not saying the first few you make are going to come out how you want. You've just got to keep building and building and building, and the more times you build it, the better it will look. So now you're going to stick this card in here like this. So this piece is stuck in, and that is going to fold over. You're going to fold this piece over. Try not to crumple that card, look. That's why, like I say, rubber cement, when you fold this, I think this piece of paper would stretch. So when you've stuck that in there, you're going to get a pair of scissors, and this center piece of card that is showing, you're going to remove that because you don't need it. So you're just going to cut nice and gently down there. You're going to cut nice and gently down here. Then you're going to snip out the center bit. Be careful not to actually touch any of this paper, because you could actually cut through the paper, and then just round that corner off. So you'll have a card which looks like this at this point. We'll get rid of that. Now this piece of paper here, the backing, you can remove that completely, so you could just tear it down the center and remove this piece of backing. You can discard that, you don't need that again. So you're left with a card which will fold here. This will fold in here like this, and everything will fold over, so it will be hiding on the back like this. So you'll be able to fold it this way and fold it that way. Right, this next piece of paper here, the face, you're going to get another half of a card. It doesn't matter what this is. You're going to peel the face off this card, it doesn't matter what it is, and you're going to stick that over there. So once again, we'll get my trusty glue stick and we'll glue it. So if you can find any Waddington's cards which are made in China, buy yourself a couple of decks and you'll be able to make this a piece of cake, because they peel a piece of, you know, you English guys know what I'm going to say. Stick that on. Now you can see here that that bit of card is visible. So in the real world, take your time guys, maybe this half card needs to be a little bit shorter, because you don't want any discrepancies like this. And once you've got your gimmick stuck, I would put this in a book and press it, just so you can press the card flat and press any of these little wrinkles out. So in the couple of minutes it's taken, you will have created this particular gimmick, which will hide behind the card like this. Right, I'm going to show you the handling. Now my handling isn't the best, I'm not a sleight of hand magician, but you'll get the general idea. So you're going to go to somebody and show them you got a playing card. Now this, it already is folded, so you could maybe have this folded up or whatever. I mean, it does look a bit scruffy on the front, but as you're going up to them, you could maybe pretend to be folding the card. Because now all you're going to do is literally rip this piece off. Now this piece is the piece that you've just glued. Which piece is it? You know, the face that you peeled, off, because it looks a bit scruffy here. This is the piece that you've peeled off. You are going to discard this in a minute, so if this looks a bit scruffy, don't worry, they're never going to see this again. So you've literally peeled this off. You might have to place this in your hand while you rip the rest of this card, but you're literally going to rip this card in half again. So you're going to be in this position. You're going to take one of the pieces, you're going to say, look, we're going to take one of the pieces, it needs to match the shape on the back of here. We'll put one piece behind this piece, you're going to dump in your pocket. So you're going to dump this, let's say this is my right hand pocket, and you'll show them that you've got a piece of card on the back. Now what I did in performance was, as I was going to lift up this, I've stolen this card into my hand, into a palm. So you're going to place it behind, you're going to put this piece in your pocket. You can have a piece like this if you want. Show them the piece on the back, and as you bring your arm around, just palm it off. And look, we're going to try and restore the card. And you can see that the card is restored. Now what I should say is, when you're showing this, whatever pocket you've put this particular card in, whether it's your left or your right pocket, that is the hand you need to steal the card into. So I need to steal this card into my right hand because I put it in my right pocket. Or if you're going to put this into your left hand pocket, put it in this pocket. So I'm going to put it in my right hand pocket because I'm more dominant with my right hand. I'm going to show this card on the back, I'm going to steal it off, and I'm going to show them that the card is now restored. Now you're going to reach into your pocket now to get the other piece, but as you're going to reach in, you're going to take this piece, dump it into your pocket. You're not actually going to come out with a piece now, you're going to pretend to come out with a piece. Come across and make it look like you've reattached it. Now my handling is pretty shocking, to be fair. It's quite awkward on this camera because of the position I'm in, but in the real world you're going to get away with this all the time. So you can show that this card is restored, and you can hand this card out for examination if you want. Like I say, the original person who I saw this, there will be a link to his channel so you can follow his handling tutorial. It's much better than mine, but like I say, it's quite awkward at this particular angle. So that is basically the trick, guys. Once you get to the point when you've ripped that card and dumped it, the trick is pretty much already done. You've just got to unfold this particular piece of card, and you can hand this out and they will have no clue how that has just happened. Like I say, if you press this for a couple of days, the glue will have set really well, so they would really struggle to peel it apart as well. So find yourself some Chinese Waddington playing cards for splitting. Check the pinned link to the guy's channel. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, I'll cock it up. And enjoy. That is a fantastic torn and warped card trick, and I do hope that was easy to follow. So cheers.